welcome to the Nigerian Poultry Show with the theme, A Key to Sustainable Food Security and Regional Trade. This morning we're expecting notable people. Some are around and some are still on their way, like the 6 governors of the Southwest states, starting from the whole state, Prince Dakwa Abiodun of Ogun State, the Leyu of Ogun State, and our host, our own governor, the governor's governors, the governor of Lagos State, Olusola Sanwo-Olu, and the Ondo State governor, Adetatiwa, and the governor of Oyo State, Adeleke, and our own Biodun Oyebanji of Ekiti State, who is also a farmer, and the neighboring state, Engineer Makinde. And also expected on this platform are commissioners of this whole state in the person of Honorable Bolu Owotomo, the commissioner of Oyo State, Barrister Sukomi Olalaye, and the governor, the honorable commissioner for Agri, Tola Basheru of Osun State, and we're also expecting Engineer Leye Akinola all the way from Ondo State. In our midst this morning, from the Ministry of External Affairs, we have in our midst Ambassador Bolaji Akiremi of the Ministry of External Affairs. A round of applause for him. Let's stand up for recognition, sir. Also in our midst, we have the National President, Poultry Association of Nigeria, in the person of Ichi Sunday Obiora. And also, we have the DG PAN, Poultry Association of Nigeria, Mr. Akpa. As the dignitaries arrive, and we also have an eminent personality with us, Mr. Michael David. So can you please stand up for recognition, sir? He has been doing so much in the poultry and the livestock world. You are most welcome, sir. As the dignitaries come, we mention and we let you know. But because of time, we want our participants to avail themselves of the latest technology in terms of medicine, in terms of vaccines, in terms of other technological equipment. There are so much around there. You can see we have to build another marquee because we have so much to see and so much to exhibit, and want to avail you of everything so that you'll be able to see it. You cannot come far away. And this is a time for you to network, a time for you to learn, a time for you to ask questions, and a time for you to do business. We'll have goodwill messages from some of our guests. But before that, I'll call on the national president, if he's around, to come in here in the person of Ichi Sunday Obiora. Okay, on this way. Okay. Then, I will call on the chairman, Pan Southwest, and the LOC chairman, Reverend Gideon Oluleye, to come give us an opening speech. A round of applause for Reverend Oluleye. The man has worked tirelessly to make this event a memorable one. You can see he has lost weight drastically, but he's not fasting. It's because of this program. A round of applause for him also to encourage him. You are most welcome, sir.
Great farmers. That response is very cold. Great farmers. Yeah. All protocols that is being set is duly observed. And I want to recognize all the dignitaries that are present, the excellencies that we are still expecting. I want to recognize all the political stakeholders that are here. And I want to recognize particularly the representative of the External Affairs Minister in person of Ambassador Bolaji Akiremi. I want to let you know that it took us a lot of things to get him down here because of his schedules. This is an international man. For gracing this occasion, We appreciate it so much. Sir, you are welcome, sir. We want to let you know that we love you. We appreciate your coming, and we know that our collaboration with you this time is going to yield returns that we have never seen in this sector. We also want to recognize our stakeholders here, our partners, particularly partners from the other countries, US, EU, China, and Israel. We want to let you know that your coming every year do yield results for us. New technologies, innovations, you are bringing them. And we also want to, in particular, recognize one of us who has been so helpful to us, who has been of immense benefit. His impact has shown in every area, in person of Dr. Michael Davis. We also want to recognize our national president, High Chief Sunday Zebura. I also want to recognize the DG PAN, Dr. Onalo Akpa. He's a powerful person. And we want to also recognize and welcome our farmers all over. I can see farmers from Akoko region. I can see farmers from Okitukupa region. These are far regions in Southwest. We want to let you know we appreciate your coming. It took sacrifice for you to be here early this morning for this opening ceremony. And all our partners, we want to let you know that we welcome you, we appreciate you. And we know your coming has given us inspiration and determination that this business of poultry, we are going to overcome every challenges therein. Those of you bringing new innovations to us from the external countries, those of you teaching us new things, we know your presence every year improves our production in this country. And we cannot but let you know that it's further pushing this program, expanding this program. So we say that in our collective effort, we will win the race in this our business. So we also want to let our farmers know that we are advocating for you. Our voice is getting loud. This year, how much are you buying maize? And this is as a result of our advocacy work. Last year we were buying maize of 800,000 per ton, but this year I'm sure the price is still coming down and down and down. I can see some other stakeholders that are just coming in now. We want to appreciate your coming in. I can see our northern guys that are coming in, but as these people begin to come, we'll begin to recognize them one on one. And so I want us to please, let's collaborate together. Let's join forces so that we can make every challenge in this area of poultry production a thing of the past. We can therefore eat the good of the land. To our exhibitors, to our researchers, to all those innovators and cutting edge technology, bringing them into us, we say we know and we appreciate all your efforts. Please bring your research to us. I mean, we are practitioners. We will put it to use, and as it begins to improve our returns on the farm, the whole thing, you too will have returns on your side. And we also want to let you know that we are here for you. We want to let you know that have confidence to go into this business. We want to let you know that very soon, like maize is coming down, we are going to create lending facilities for you that you will access in 1-digit interest. And at the end of the day, we are going to have results in this our business. Conclusively, we want to let the government know that we have a lot of things we want them to do for us. Their intervention more will also be beautiful to expand this business. We're talking about sustainable agriculture. We're talking about food security. We're talking about regional trade. And so this is the area government has to intervene so well. And we want to let the government know one particular program that is ongoing now that would have been a benefit to the masses of our farmers. It's not dropping down to us. That is L-Press. The World Bank says they want to improve livestock production in the country. Participating states contributed their counterpart fund, and yet the money is given to DBN, Development Bank of Nigeria, and Development Bank of Nigeria gave the money to Commercial Bank, and as a result, the interest that is ordinarily supposed to be like 5% has gone into 19.5%. This is not good. It's not benefiting us. DBN, even though they are Development Bank of Nigeria, has no business in giving this money to Commercial Bank. We intended to assess the loan from one of these commercial banks. After putting their 3%, after DBN put their 3%, they are also telling us cost of insurance, cost of this, cost of that. We want to say it loud. Pressmen, please help us say it loud to the government that the L-Press fund is not yielding any result to the masses of the farmers in the country. They told us they are going to intervene directly in inputs. They said they are going to have low funds for us to access. My state, Ondo State, in Southwest, Ondo, Ekiti, and Oyo State, they are parts of the beneficiaries. It got to execution. They have changed the model we agree on. Now, no input intervention. Now, the interest rate is 19.5%. And I wonder, why did they convince our state to pay their counterpart fund when they know this money is going to be accessible to, local farmers or individual farmers? Please, we are crying to the government. Please let them visit this area, because it's a huge amount of fund that the World Bank has brought and that participating state has contributed on, and yet some big guys who are not even in poultry sector, who are not even in livestock sector, they are benefiting from it. So please help us amplify our voice, and I know things will change. Farmers generally, we thank you. Once again, we want to thank all our exhibitors for coming. It took you stress. We want to apologize for a little hitch in not starting off on time. Please, I'm sure you see that every year we keep improving and improving. Next year, you will not have it this way. It's going to be better. The Lord will help us. Thank you. God bless you.
Reverend Rule, the chairman, Southwest, is so passionate and pained because of what is happening in the livestock world, especially in the poultry world. We know we'll get there. Seal and recognition. We want to recognize Professor Olatunde Shogunle, representing Professor Kehinde Olushola, the Vice Chancellor, Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta. That's Professor Shogunle. Ably representing the VC. The VC just traveled early this morning on a national assignment. Also, we also have the country rep of US Soil in the person of Dr. Michael Davids. And also, in our midst, we have Nigeria Institute of Animal Science. Representing them is Prince Ogundipe Adetokunbo. Is the zonal director. As our guest comes, and have been corrected that we have His Excellency Ambassador Akiremi Bolaji, Director of Reforms and Innovation, Department of Foreign Affairs, Abuja, Nigeria. You are most welcome, sir. Quickly, I want to call on Dr. Lekon Odunsi, the LOC chairman for this great event. Dr. Odunsi, can you please come to the platform? A round of applause for Dr. Odunsi. You can see he has reduced in size because this is no joke. You are most welcome, sir.
Great farmer. No farmer. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. We appreciate and recognize everybody. I will stand on the existing protocol, but I need to appreciate all of us actually. Thank God for the dignitaries that are here, people that have been coming over and over, and thank God for us being able to always be there for us. I welcome the government, His Excellency Ambassador Akinremi Bolaji, for him to leave his tight schedule to be here. We appreciate you. You're welcome, sir. Ambassador Akinremi Bolaji. We welcome from Ogun State. Pastor Shilalu is representing the commissioner, and I know he has to apologize profusely, as he would have loved to be here. Let me just mention that Mr. Michael Davis is the director of program, United States Soya Bean Use Soil. He's the director of programs. Thank you. As we go ahead, I also want to welcome the Young Shall Grow. All the children here, just rise up, stand up. Those are our future, and we must recognize them. Please clap for them, because tomorrow they are the one that will be standing on this side of the podium. You are welcome. Let me welcome all our sponsors, especially USSEC, Kemin, Obasanjo Farm, all our sponsors. I welcome all of you. If you see on the tag, you have all their names. The Agromerit, you have the Olam of this world, we have Vital Feed, Innovat, CHI, Amobing, CF Feed Provider, and Top Feed. Please clap for all our sponsors. We appreciate you, because without you, we cannot be here. Let me welcome all the farmers. If you're a farmer here, rise up and welcome yourself. Great farmer. Not many farmers here. You are not rising up. Great farmer. No farmer. You are welcome. My speech is inside the brochure, but I must say this, that our industry, one of the things that we need to collaborate, I don't want to waste our time, or I don't want to take too much of our time, but I must say this, that there are some innovations that we have injected into this year's program, and which I would like all of us to take advantage of. One of it is that we're bringing together different professionals, different ministries, so that we can sit down and think about how can we rewind or rejuvenate our industry vis-a-vis the government. Because if our product is not exportable, then we will be limited. And that's why if you look at the theme, we say a key to sustainable food security and regional trade. If you look at my speech, I said the industry faced persistent challenges, which include but not limited to rising feed costs. But thank God this year it came down. Unstable energy, limited access to finance, and disease outbreak. To overcome this, sustainability must guide our action. We must innovate through local feed alternatives, renewable energy, and better waste management, while strengthening veterinary and biosecurity system to prevent loss or bring it to the barest minimum. We sincerely seek collaboration with government, professional bodies, regulatory agencies, the academia. There are so many researches, that the academia have provided for us, but we are not taking advantage of this. That's why I'm happy that the professor of the vice chancellor of FUNAB, we have discussed extensively on. It's a period that he was invited to Abuja, and right now he's on his way to Beijing, China, on federal government tickets. So, but he's been ably represented, and I believe that we will not miss him too much. So, we're trusting that once our products, we could harness what we have in the universities, it will help our industry and will make our products exportable. So, please take advantage of all the sessions, especially the syndicate sessions from later this afternoon. We're going to be having syndicate sessions where we're going to look at possibilities and find solutions to a lot of our challenges. So beyond our borders lies opportunities through the African continental free trade area. Nigeria, especially the Southwest, can become a hub for poultry production in West Africa, supplying safe and quality products regionally. To achieve this, we must improve standard, we must improve logistics, and we must improve our competitiveness. I commend the federal government, at least for the much that they are doing. Prices are coming down. I commend the state government for providing an enabling environment and partners for their support. However, we need stronger policies on affordable feed ingredients, accessible financing, infrastructure for processing and distribution. Permit me to appreciate my fellow members of the LOC, the local organizing committee, for their tireless efforts. We meet almost every week, and some of us work on this every day. So I appreciate all of you, and for the honor you bestow on me to be the local organizing chairman. So I commend your tireless effort, your teamwork, in making this event a success. Your dedication and sacrifice are deeply appreciated. In conclusion, I salute every poultry farmer here today for your resilience, contribution to our national food security. As we engage in this show this year, let us remember that our mission goes beyond profit. It is about people. It is about nutrition. It is about empowerment and national prosperity. Together, we can make the poultry sector a true pillar of sustainable food security and regional trade. Thank you, and may God bless the Poultry Association of Nigeria, national, Southwest, and may God bless the local farmers and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, the LOC chairman, Dr. Lekon Odunsi. Great farmers, I want to warmly welcome you again to this great occasion, to this great program, because many have benefited in this program one way or the other, and it has propelled them to greatest heights in this industry. Despite all this, as few speakers have spoken, is just to have an enabling environment. Despite an enabling environment, there are still challenges. There are still challenges in the place of hatcheries, medication, and other things. But we recognize what the government has been doing by stopping the exportation of maize. We are not crying about feed or the high cost of materials. At this time, I cannot talk too much here because the practitioners are crying because of what the hatcheries are doing. We'll see get to that. Quickly, I've been corrected. The program director of Sub-Saharan Africa in the person of Michael David, PhD, is with us. Mr. David has contributed immensely in this industry. A round of applause for him once more. To a handsome gentleman that's also with us here, that has done so much that we recognize. He's here, a practical man in industry. He knows so much. In the person of Mr. Folusho Alabi, the country lead, Nigeria and Sub-Saharan Africa. May you stand up for recognition, sir. A round of applause for this young man. We also have in our midst, representing the Commissioner of Agriculture, Ogun State, in the person of Pastor Osilalu, Director, Livestock Services, Ogun State Ministry of Agriculture. He was here just a while. And also in our midst, we have the past commissioner of Ekiti State Ministry of Agri. And now, a businessman in the aspect that set up an industry, a practical industrialist, seated here now, in the person of Prince. Your name skipped my mind now. Prince Olutoyi, a round of applause for you, sir. Adetoyi, my apologies, sir. My head is full. Thank you very much, sir. Quickly, I want to call on the National President, Poultry Association of Nigeria, in the person of Ichie Sunday Obiora. You're welcome, sir. That's the National President, a practical man in the industry as well. You're welcome, sir.
Great farmers, no farmer, permit me to stand on already established protocol. An address of the National President, Poultry Association of Nigeria, PAN, Ichie Sunday Obiora, on the occasion of the Nigerian Poultry Show, Abiogita 2020, 4th of November to 6th of November. Distinguished Chairman of the occasion, Honorable Commissioners of Agriculture, Natural Resources, Southwest Zone, members of the Parliament, both at the national and state level, ambassadors, special invited guests, fellow poultry farmers and exhibitors, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I am here today to address you once more as the National President of our great association on the occasion of the 2025 Nigerian Poultry Show in Abeokuta. It could be recalled that at every passing year, the Nigerian Poultry Show gets improving with many exhibitors and visitors attending the show. This is a demonstration to our guests for excellence at every passing year on our development. The poultry industry has been a mix of blessing over the last years, despite the challenges of production, disease outbreak, unfriendly production and marketing environment occasioned by the low purchasing power of the people. Notwithstanding the challenges, the poultry industry have become strengthened and become one of the strongest and enviable subsector of agri in Nigeria, particularly and Africa in general. This is the need. There is need for us to appreciate ourselves and the federal government for the support in ensuring that we have stable and affordable critical raw material like maize, soya beans in the Nigeria poultry economy. This has given the industry the lifewire to attain the current level of its development. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to use this opportunity of this year's MPS to say thank you to all the poultry farmers in the country for your resilience and the commitment to be in business. It has never been easy, and it will not be easy going forward, as the world entirely faces hard economic operating environment. Let us not be despaired, to succumb to the pressure from all over to lift the ban on importation of frozen products and others. As we put all effort to become competitive in terms of prices, quality assurance, and others. It is also very important that we all close ranks to ensure that we operate as one indivisible entity rather than polarizing ourselves for no genuine and patriotic reasons. Above calls for self-regulation of the industry in such a way that we can control quality, guarantee prices for products and in our industry. What above implies is that as industry practitioners, we should be able to produce quality chicks at price that farmers can afford. The same goes for poultry feeds. As part of my strategy to reposition the poultry industry and ensure that poultry farmers at all levels benefit from any given opportunities, the association has engaged rigorously with the management of the New Hope school feeding program in their renewed effort and the commitment to commence the implementation of school feeding programs where eggs is a crucial element. It is expected this time around that the association shall be sole aggregator for the supply of eggs to all the schools enrolled for the program in all states of the Federation. As we strive to ensure that poultry farmers benefit once more from this program, there is the urgent call for the association to be properly organized at state levels, local government, and world levels so that we can be strengthened to harness the potentials of this school feeding program. It is very important to inform you that in order to ensure that our farmers at all levels get the financial resources to finance their operations in the anticipated expansion for the various poultry farms, the leadership of the association is working very closely with the Bank of Agriculture to ensure that financial resources at single-digit interest are provided to poultry farmers. Further instruction in this regard shall be provided to all state chapters of the association for mass mobilization of poultry farmers in the states to register for the financial support anticipated from the government through the Bank of Agriculture. We are also talking to the Bank of Industry for support this year Poultry Show. Poultry sector, key to national food security and regional trade. The Nigeria economy is on the path of recovery and growth. And one way that government can have a more realistic evidence of this agricultural policy is by focusing attention on the poultry industry, not only as a secured and guaranteed source of food security, but for much talk about regional and continental trade. Poultry industry is the sure start and standing agricultural commodity for the quick win. The poultry industry as the main supplier of cheap protein source of egg and meat cut across all the segments and objectives of the Sustainable Government Development Goals, ADGs. The industry as a complete private sector-driven economy have the potential to drive the Nigeria economy both locally and internationally as a major source of foreign exchange for the country. What is therefore required of us all is a common purpose of cooperation, commitment, and ability to provide financial support to the association by way a means of paying subscription and supporting the association, not only by poultry farmers, but by the partners of the industry, as well as exhibiting, as well as those exhibiting at this festival. As without this, the thriving poultry industry, I don't think any one of you here exhibiting will be here to exhibit or participate in one way or the other. Finally, I want to reiterate my commitment to building more united and formidable association where all players our part to take the poultry industry to the enviable height. We cannot afford to have divided house, and therefore all hands must be on deck so that the flames and objective of the founding fathers of the association do not get extinguished. Thank you all and remain blessed. Thank you.
Round of applause for the national chairman, H.E. Sunday Obiora. I was trying to remember my boss's name, but because of too much in my head, in the person of Prince Bode Adetoyi, the former commissioner Ekiti State. Sincere apologies, sir. And also, there are some farmers from all the way from Edo State. They came, they've heard about this program, and they say they must attend. Please clap for them all the way from Benin and other parts. You are most welcome. The show has begun now. I will humbly call on His Excellency, Ambassador Akinremi Bolaji, Director of Reforms and Innovation, Department of Foreign Affairs, Abuja. Sir, you are needed on the platform. A reminder, a key to sustainable food security and regional trade is the key. A round of applause for Our Excellency. Sir, you are most welcome.
Thank you so much. Great farmers, thank you so much. Good morning to every one of us. The President of the Poultry Association of Nigeria, Iche, thank you for the wonderful opening remarks you have given. And to our Southwest Chair, Reverend Gideon Oluleye, thank you for being such a great man. You indeed said you love me, and I must say I love you back. Of course, I'm son of the soil. I'm an Ibadan man. And to be here with you in the Southwest is a great joy for me. Thank you for all the hard work that you are doing. And to the chair of the local organizing committee, thank you for such a great job. I learned you have lost some weight. It's good for you. That means you will live very long. All right. To my good brother, Michael David, from the UN Soya program, thank you for all the hard job you're doing. God bless you. I've seen a lot of partners. They all seated here. I can't be mentioning your name. I don't know whether I should call Olam a foreign company or a Nigerian company. Olam, where are you? Is Olam in the hall? Let me start with that. Many may not know that Olam started in Nigeria. So Olam is a Nigerian company. We gave birth to it, we nurture it, and it became an international company. Would you clap for Nigeria? Yeah, I can say that boldly because I happen to be the High Commissioner in Singapore, and the chairman of Olam is a Singaporean, moved from being a Nigerian to become a British, and now became Singaporean and became international figure. That's to tell you that Nigeria is an incubator. So if you have a vision, you have a goal, Nigeria will help you to fulfill it. I've been told that I have 20 minutes, so I'm not going to bother to all of my paper for today because that can be circulated. But I will speak to it. But let me start by commending all those who have worked very assiduously to put this together. You have done a beautiful job. We commend you. More grease to your elbow. Let me also bring good tidings from the Minister of Foreign Affairs. And my speech is going to go along that line. He has sent me here to assure you that the Foreign Ministry will be your collaborator. And the reason is that it is time to break up your fallow ground. What did I say? It's time to break up your fallow ground. Our message to you this morning is that you have done very well, but there is still a lot for you to do. And for you to move to the next stage, you will need the Ministry of Foreign Affairs more than you have ever imagined to be your partner. And I'm here to assure you that we will do the job together. All right? So, all the data I would like to bring on the general or the global overview of poultry farming and trade are things that you can access online. For example, poultry meat accounts for 30% of global meat production, amounting to over 140 million tons annually. You can get all of this. What about the global egg industry? This is about 1.6 trillion eggs annually, which is valued at approximately at $250 billion. We can move on to look at who are the major producers, because if we want to collaborate internationally, we must know those we are going to collaborate with. The United States, China, Brazil, India, European Union. European Union because there are so many of the states of the countries of EU that are doing very well. But Brazil remains the world's largest poultry meat exporter, shipping over 4.8 million tons annually to more than 150 countries. So I think Brazil is a good example for us to copy. Now globally, poultry trade has exceeded 1.2 billion, but Africa's contribution is below 5%. I think that is worrisome. That is quite worrisome. I decided to mention this under global trade on poultry. So let's look at Nigeria now. If Africa has less than 5%, then what does Nigeria have? It will be a percentage of the 5%. Okay. So Nigeria is in a peculiar circumstance. Over 220 million citizens, largest economy in Africa. Nigeria is the largest in poultry farming in Africa. It's valued at 1.6 trillion, which is just about 1.2 billion naira. So with all you are doing from Sokoto to Lagos, from Badagry to Calabar, it's just this amount. Oh, you will say it's huge. It might look huge to you, but with over 200 million people, this is very small. As a matter of fact, our bird is calculated to be about 650,000 metric tons of eggs, 300,000 metric tons of poultry meat annually. So the sector, provides over 25 million direct and indirect jobs. That's Nigeria. Okay? So what happens to the rest if all we're talking? And I tell you, in agriculture or livestock, the highest employer of labor in agri or livestock is actually poultry. Yes. All right? So if this is our situation, what is our problem? Some of it have been mentioned. Number one is the high cost of feed, accounting for over 70% of production cost. Number two, limited access to finance. And I thank the chair of the Southwest. He hit the nail on the head. I didn't know when I took out my phone, I started recording him. I saw the passion. It's not easy to govern. But I want to clarify, it's not fighting government by zeal. All he's saying is that we plan something, it was implemented in a different way. Let's go back to the original plan. I want to assure you that one of the positions I will take from here is that we should go back to the original plan. The third is the weak cold chain infrastructure and logistics. When we talk about power, you know that it affects something like this. And so this is a great issue for us. Number 4, disease outbreak. You know, we know this very well because I'm going to tell you a story of my own self and my family when it comes to poultry. But when it comes to disease, a lot of people have lost their money. Number 5 is the fragmented value chain and low processing capacity. These we can easily overcome, and I will tell you how. Number 6 is policy inconsistency, affecting production and trade competitiveness. This we can also overcome, and we shall show you. All right, so if we look at poultry in Africa, 5%, in Nigeria, percentage of the 5%, all right, how can we then leverage the international community? We have seen countries that we can model after, and I can remind you because we need that. Some of them are here represented. I've mentioned countries like Brazil, who is a world leader in poultry meat export. All right. India, I can see a lot of my friends from India here today. India has achieved poultry self-sufficiency through small orders, inclusion public-private partnership, and affordable feed initiative. What about Netherlands? Let's be specific now when it comes to Europe. This is known for high biosecurity, automation, and research-driven innovation in eggs and broiler production. What about South Africa? Let's come home. All right? South Africa is Africa's most competitive poultry exporter. Even though Nigeria has the largest, but when it comes to competitive poultry exporter, South Africa is one. Why? Because it's supported by trade agreements, with SADC. This we don't have. SADC is Southern Africa Development Commission. We don't have this yet, and I want to challenge you, Nigeria, the big brother of West Africa, that we need to have this. We need to have this, all right? Certainly it's going to bring efficient chain in our system. So Nigeria can learn from this model that I've mentioned above, all right? Before I roll on, let me speak a little on the role of the foreign ministry, because that is what is going to be of tremendous assistance to you. Our foreign policy is standing on 4 pillars of democracy, development, demography, and diaspora. And by the time I finish, I will show you how you can leverage a lot of Nigerians that are into poultry all over the world. You'll be surprised that Nigerians are contributing to those countries that are reigning today in the poultry subsector. So MFA is committed to prioritizing its role in achieving the goal of Poultry Association of Nigeria, because your vision becomes our vision as the foreign ministry. Now, we will go into partnership with you, which means we will not just be invited to your show, but we will plan together, implement together, and we will advise you on how to go about it. How can the ministry assist the Poultry Association? Another stakeholder, we can do this. Number 1, trade facilitation and market access. I know you don't want to eat everything that you produce, and the only way is to have access to other people's economy. We shall use our embassies, missions abroad, to identify export opportunities for poultry and poultry inputs. Number 2, we shall engage with regional and multinational platforms such as the Africa Free Continental Free Trade, ECOWAS, and WTO to advocate fair market access and favorable trade conditions. Now, the word is quid pro quo. You do for me, I do for you. Scratch my back, I scratch your back. what Foreign Affairs does very well, that makes us to be able to secure access, market access, and give trade facilitation, is that we coordinate with relevant agencies within our economy. Talk about customs, Ministry of Finance. We ensure that they have policies that allow other people to benefit, so that when you seek for benefit elsewhere, they are able to give you. Our partnership and collaboration will also include facilitating bilateral MOUs between Nigeria Poultry shareholders and global leaders. The world is ruled by agreement. Go into another country without an agreement. And there are experts in such agreement. Someone like me who has traversed all aspects of diplomatic life, having been in United Nations in New York with a lot of resolutions that have promoted Nigerian interest. Diplomats know how to craft agreements, because among us are lawyers. We are not just diplomats, we are also learned people. So we will assist you so that you don't go have agreements that are not going to be in your interest. Number 3, we will promote technical cooperation, training, research exchange. I've heard from the chair of the Southwest how some countries have assisted in training. If it is well packaged, you can get more than double of what you are getting now. I have spoken about diaspora. Let me break it down. That's what is called diaspora investment. So I'm speaking now about diaspora and investment promotion. We need to mobilize Nigerian diaspora investors to invest in modern poultry clusters and export-oriented value chain. We need to encourage joint venture between Nigeria agribusinesses and our diaspora. A lot of diaspora are building houses that they will not come back to enjoy, but they can put their money into businesses like poultry that they can see and monitor. And they just need to have joint venture with their fellow Nigerians back home. We will navigate this with the diaspora, because there is issue of trust. Yes, there is issue of trust, and we are the only one who can tell them that we are the door. We see in, we see out. We will assure them we can monitor what is going on here, and we have such facility working through the Nigeria Diaspora Commission, which is an agency of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So in terms of policy advocacy and diplomacy, we are here to strengthen and coordinate with relevant ministries. Ministry of Agri, I was with the Minister of Agri yesterday at the G20 meeting, and indeed I mentioned to him, tomorrow I will be speaking at the Nigeria Poultry Show in Abeokuta, and he said, oh, I was not invited. I said, poultry is under livestock. I have to use diplomacy, right? Well, that is to tell you that there is a lot of work for you. All right? So we also coordinate with the Minister of Trade. Just about a few days ago, we were together at the Turkish National Day. So these are people that we can easily navigate with. The Minister of Finance and the Ministry of Finance. So this helps you in terms of export competitiveness. All right? We need to promote Nigeria's agricultural interest in global food security and trade forms. And these, the Foreign Affairs, will help you if you are ready. There's one aspect I want to mention here before I close. And that I have discussed again with Reverend Gideon, that you need to collaborate with a new agency that has just been created by the federal government, which is the Southwest Development Commission. The commission is already over 2 months, about 3 months, so it's no longer new. And if you read paper today, they're already doing well. They're already mobilizing both local and international. So how can a very important subsector like the poultry sector not leveraging on such a commission? The federal government created it for you, and you must make use of it. This is designed to bring federal might to the grassroots for greater impact in regional development and economic inclusion. I have told the chairman of the Southwest, that these I can do for you, but you must ready to do what is right. Okay? So, we propose to you, as we continue in our collaboration, a framework for collaboration. And I just want to flag it here. In our own working in the foreign ministry, we look forward to institutionalize this cooperation. So the ministry is proposing a poultry sector international engagement framework, what we call PSIEF, to anchor on 3 pillars. And please take note of these 3 pillars. Number 1 is partnership development. Partnership development. This is going to link Nigeria poultry stakeholders with foreign investors, technology providers, and research institutions. You need these 3 if you are not going to be operating on the surface. If you are not just going to be doing just be doing abracadabra, kalu style. You need to have an enduring, well-sound, well-footed, grounded, stakeholder engagement. So we are proposing partnership development on these 3 areas. Number 1, foreign investors. An investor is different from a technology provider. All right? And it's different from a research institution. You need these 3 pillars. Number 2, we will want market expansion. And our idea is to leverage Nigerian mission. They must have your logo. We have missions in 114 countries of the world. They should have your banner in all of our mission. That does not cost you anything. Make the banner, send it there, put what you do there, put how you can be assessed, how you can be assisted. We are giving you the space free, you are not paying. So, we need to leverage Nigerian missions abroad to open export market for promotion products and input. So, when you reach out through the missions, the opportunities are limitless. And finally, policy dialogue. Policy dialogue is even different from investment. But coordinating with MDAs. For example, when you speak about poultry, it is not just food. Poultry is culture. And I'm going to end up with that. But you will need banking. You need to talk to Afro-Exim. You need to talk to ECOWAS, ETLS. There are so many opportunities that we are not exploring here. All right? So this framework will ensure that the Poultry Association of Nigeria benefit from structured, continuous engagement with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Nigeria Diplomatic Network worldwide. More importantly, I volunteer, I say voluntarily, myself to serve as the advocate for this engagement framework. And in case you don't know, one of my cherished name is Eniola, which means Ola's egg. This reminds me of the symbolic importance of today's cause. Distinguished participants, Mr. President of Nigeria Poultry Association, achieving sustainable food security and regional trade growth through the poultry subsector is not merely an agricultural goal, it is a national strategic imperative. With Nigeria population projected to exceed 250 million by 2030, the demand for affordable animal protein will continue to rise. The poultry industry must therefore transition from subsistence to globally competitive, export-oriented sector powered by innovation, policy coherence, and international collaboration. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs stands ready to partner with the Poultry Association of Nigeria, working hand in hand with other institutions like the Southwest Development Commission to ensure that federal policy escalates into tangible grassroots impact, using diplomacy for development to unlock opportunities in regional and global trade. Together, we can make Nigeria not just self-sufficient in poultry production, but a continental leader in agro-export, innovation, and food security. I'll round up with this family experience. We cannot afford next edition of the Poultry Show to be like this. I commend what you have done so far, but there are strategies that can make the CNN to cover this event. There are strategies that can make the BBC, all of the international media to be here. So you need to start your planning, getting the real stakeholders. But it has to start with this mindset that the poultry of the 21st century is not what my grandmother did. My grandmother was a poultry farmer, but she had no poultry. She only has the bird. She had the birds that were eating in her husband's compound, and they were going all around our village. Okay? And she tied a little around their wings. Okay? Oh, you can all relate with that. That was my grandmother for you. To the extent that in those days when she visited us in Ibadan, she wouldn't stay long, and we say, why? He said, my chicken needed me back home. We say, but somebody is giving them corn. He said, no. They welcome me when I come. All right? And one of our sons, in his own days, even though he was a reverend, later became a bishop in Anglican, also went into poultry. And it was the first Anglican here in Yewa Diocese. I'm talking of Bishop T.I.O. Bolaji. All right? He was a serious poultry farmer in Ibadan. Okay? But do you know that the poultry he practiced then in the 70s, 80s, 90s cannot be the one we are practicing now? All right? He was a bishop and have a poultry. But his son is doing poultry today. And his son is a lawyer. Okay? And so he's multidimensional. But that is not where I am going. Some of us are still practicing my grandmother's poultry, even though you have poultry. But I tell you the truth, as we all go in this journey together with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and some individuals who have the heart for it, your poultry is going to become AI poultry. And so I wish you all the best. Thank you so much. God bless.
That is mind-blowing. A round of applause for His Excellency, Ambassador Akinremi Eniola. The man has said so much. You can see it's being celebrated. You begin to wonder why a program like this is taking place and the Minister of Agriculture is not here, or Livestock is not here. You begin to wonder where the right people are supposed to be in this program. They are not here. You know why? This is not a political gathering. This is a serious business. Agriculture is a serious business. The ambassador has said it all. It is left for us to garner what we want here. He has talked about partnership development, linking up technological producers, foreign investors, market expansion. I know the DG PAN is here. He has recorded so much. The PAN president is here. Able people are here. He has talked about foreign press to be here to see what we are doing. What he is saying, Nigeria is a giant. Nigeria can export. Nigeria can employ. Nigeria can take out. Sir, I say thank you very much for your lecture. Quickly, we want to represent Mr. Shobande Olorunsogo, representing the coordinator of Federal Ministry of Livestock Development in the person of Dr. Mrs. Ayo Ajayi, and also we recognize the Free Persons Association of Nigeria, the president, Dr. Ayo Oduton, being represented by Ms. Ronke Titi Noye. Is she around? Thank you very much for coming. This one we have. It is suave and perfect gentleman that has been in the industry, both in the feed, in and outside. He knows. He's a complete gentleman that you learn from. He's a man and admire because he has so much to give. His name is Folusho Alabi. He is a country lead, Nigeria and Sub-Saharan Africa of the United States Soya Exporting Council. A handsome gentleman, working majestically. He takes an egg 2 times a day, not 1 time. If he takes one, he has a K-leg. But he has 2 legs, 2 eggs. Sir, you are most welcome. In the person of Mr. Folusho Alabi, please clap for this young man. He has contributed so much in this industry. You are most welcome, sir.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for Folusho Adams. Thank you so much. I'm most glad to be in our midst this morning. My name is Folusho Alabi. I'm the country market lead for the U.S. Soybean Export Council, the promoter of U.S. soy. I also have in the house today my colleague and senior friend, Dr. Michael David, who is a program director for the Soy Excellence Center. Dr. Michael, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. All right. I want to start by acknowledging the presence of the representative of the Federal Ministry of Livestock Development that could be here. I also want to recognize the presence of all the representatives of the sub-national government, especially within the Southwest, Oyo, Ogun, Lagos, Osun, and Ekiti. Thank you. And Ondo, thank you for being here. I want to recognize the presence of the National President of the Poultry Association of Nigeria, Chief Sunday Ezebiora, the Director General of the Poultry Association of Nigeria, Dr. Akpa, you are welcome. I want to recognize the Southwest Chairman of the Poultry Association of Nigeria, Reverend Gideon Oluleye. Of course, I will not forget to mention the LOC Chairman, Dr. Lekan Odunsi. Thank you for all that you are doing. I want to say a very big thank you to our big brother, Ambassador Bolaji Akinremi Eniola. Thank you so much for that well-delivered message. I can say it's one of the most beautiful messages in Nigerian Poultry Show. Thank you. And we make sure to follow to the letter every of your recommendation. I'm here today representing the U.S. Soybean Export Council. I'm very much honored, and I bring greetings from Jim Sutter, who is our global CEO based in Missouri, United States. We are bringing greetings to the Nigerian Poultry Show and the poultry industry of Nigeria. As country market lead, I appreciate the Poultry Association of Nigeria, Southwest, for organizing these important events, which brings together industry stakeholders to discuss key issues and opportunities in the poultry sector. Last year, I was here, and I was able to make reference to the early 2000 when this program started, and we used to be under bamboo at the Cultural Center. It's so glad to see how the event, the poultry show, has moved from under bamboo shed to tarpaulin, not tent, not maquet, tarpaulin we call it then. And we moved inside the Cultural Center, moved to Providence Event Center, and moved to OOPL Center. And from year to year, we continue to grow in bands. And I will consider that all that we have done between then and now, I will call it maybe NPS 1.0. From the energy that the ambassador have given us today, I think we need to start moving to NPS 2.0. Do you have witness in the house? The theme poultry subsector, a key to sustainable food security and regional trade, is timely and crucial. Regional trade, food security are 2 very key important things that we need to focus on. It should not be heard in Nigeria again that an hatchery operator have to destroy the old chicks because there was no market. That shows that we need to do more as far regional trade. In a world today where global trade is a bit comatose, the Director General of the World Trade Organization, who happens to be our own daughter, has clamored severally for regional trade. If you cannot do with Europe, if you cannot do with the US, or let me say North America, Can we begin to do something within the West African, the sub-Saharan African countries, or within Africa? And I think it is the right place for us to do. We need to double down to do that. Food security. Food is one of the fundamentals, essentials of life. SDG number 2 talk about end to every form of hunger and every form of malnutrition. So as poultry farmers, we come in the right sphere, in the right space to ensure that there is food and what are called protein security. And as a country, Nigeria, we have all that it takes to do the best, to produce for this country and to produce for other countries. Nigeria has nothing less than 38 million hectares of arable land. We also have very humongous, huge number, volume of fertile soil. We do not have many countries in the world that have huge volume of arable land and at the same time fertile. We have about 14 million inland waters. We have about 853 kilometers of coastline. We have about 220 nautical miles exclusive economic zone for fisheries and other economic activities. What I'm saying in essence is that we have all it takes to provide food and to at the same time export food. Not only that, poultry plays a vital role in Nigerian food security and economic development. With the growing demand for protein, the poultry industry is well positioned to contribute significantly to the country's food security and economic growth. United States Soybean Export Council is committed to supporting the growth and development of the poultry industry in Nigeria. Many a time people ask and wonder, what is the business of US in this matter? And just like Ambassador have mentioned, we need all this collaboration. And I want to tell you that for US Soybean Export Council, US Soy, we are not just interested in trade, but we are interested in the development of the local market. We do not just want to be a taker. We want to stay here to develop this industry, and then trade comes in. So whatever we are doing is in the ambient of that. What else are we doing? We believe in the potential of the poultry sector and are eager to collaborate with poultry farmers, industry associations, and other stakeholders to ensure sustainable growth and development. Through our programs and initiatives, we aim to enhance the competitiveness of the poultry industry in Nigeria. We are committed to providing technical assistance, which we do mostly through our capacity building programs, which is the Soy Excellence Center, that we enable farmers, poultry farmers, to access global practices in technologies. Out of the 4 tracks where we are training Nigerians, one of them is poultry. Poultry, feed mill production and management, aquaculture, and swine. And as of today, we have trained about 4,800 Nigerians at no cost to the trainees. And this we hope to continue to do. That's happening under the leadership of Dr. Michael David. We want to continue to do this so that our people are exposed to, knowledge that is competitive, that is available all over the world. Our curriculum are globally curated and at the same time localized for what happens in Nigeria and Africa. So we are big on capacity building and we want to do more of that. We recognize the importance of regional trade in promoting economic growth and food security. USSEC is ready to work with the poultry industry in Nigeria to explore regional trade opportunities and enhance the competitiveness of the industry. Today, Nigeria produces about 249 million birds. Some sources could give a better data, a higher data. But taken from the same source, Morocco produces about 222 million birds. Nigeria is a country of population of about 236 million people. Morocco is about 37 million people. So 37 million people producing 222 million, 236 million people producing 249 million. you will know that there's an issue of productivity in that regards. So we need to do better and we need to do more. Most of the chicken that comes to Benin Republic and that are smuggled into Nigeria, some of them are coming from Morocco. Morocco export to Spain, export to Senegal. At some point in time, you recall that Morocco wanted to join ECOWAS, and you begin to wonder why. It's for economic gains. And these are the opportunities that Nigeria needs to rise and fill, dominate, and maximize the opportunities that exist in those corridors. Thank you so much. Once again, I would like to commend the Poultry House of Nigeria for organizing this important event. We look forward to continuing our collaboration with the poultry industry in Nigeria and contributing to the growth and development of the sector. Thank you and God bless.
A round of applause for Mr. Folusho Alabi. The man is a statistician. He is telling us to improve our production level. Where a country of 23 million is producing more than a country of 200 million, you begin to wonder why. But there are so many problems which we know. As I speak now, the thing can happen and this mic will not work. I will not name the industry, but we all know. Very, very, very interesting and very, very educative. I thank for all they have been doing. Please, for us to encourage them, today they have a booth there. You can register. All they do, Mr. Folusho Alabi did not tell you. It's all for free. A round of applause for them. Nowhere you go for training that you not pay. But these people, they don't collect a dime from you. They never collect a dime from me as well. So, sirs, we appreciate you. Quickly, I want to recognize the Commissioner for Agriculture of your state, being represented by Dr. Ladapo Abimbola, a director in the Ministry of Agriculture of your state. You are most welcome, sir. And also, Alhaji Kibia, all the way from Kano, a big poultry farmer. He hasn't missed this. He just flew in from Kano this morning. You are most welcome, sir. Quickly, I want to call on Mr. Siri Chamatu, the country rep, West Africa, of Kemin Industry. Mr. Siri Chamatu, one of the great sponsors of this program, Kemin Industry. A round of applause from him. He is representing the whole of West Africa. He has eaten so much food from different countries. He can speak French, he can speak Portuguese, he can speak Spanish. The ambassador is looking at me. Maybe you make him an ambassador as well. You are most welcome, sir.
Thank you. It's a pity I can't speak Yoruba or Igbo yet. It's a pleasure to be here and an honor for Kemin. And Kemin has always been a partner for Nigeria Poultry Association and for this event. And we are committed to continuing doing so for the coming years. We are here because farmers are here also. Kemin is committed to support farmers to all the extent of what we can offer. And today we offer 3 big platforms of solution. And I'm happy to see that the theme of this year actually is in line with one of our platform of solution, the food security. It's paramount for us. We believe it is the foundation of poultry production to ensure security. The food, the protein we produce must be safe for the people who will consume it. And it's our commitment to help you keep that commitment as well, to make sure that every egg, every chicken that is produced is safe for human consumption. So we'll be there to support you, and our plan for the coming years is to expand our footprint in Nigeria, is to expand our footprint in West Africa, to be sure that we are part of this drive in terms of development of the poultry production in Nigeria. The previous speaker said there's a lot of room, and we acknowledge that there's a lot of room to grow, but we want it to be in a safer way. So if you want to learn more about what we will give as support, please come to our booth. We have a booth, and today Kemin is coming with 2 legs. We have Kemin Biologic that is coming to the country, and then we have Kemin Animal Nutrition. and we'll be very glad to discuss all these solutions with you in our booth. Thank you so much, and it's a pleasure. I want to commend the Poultry Association for always welcoming us here and giving us the opportunity to be their partners. We appreciate and will continue to be there. Thank you so much.
Merci beaucoup, mon ami. I would have been interpreting for you with my little French. Je suis étudiant en français. Tu connais l'Alliance français? Je suis étudiant en langue française. Je parle français, je crie français. Et fils idan ni gbogbo ẹ̀, àtúnṣe Yorùbá fún. It's from West Africa. All the way from South, we have Mr. Paul Essien from Pan, Cross River State. I didn't know maybe he took the new Lagos Calabar route. How he came, Mr. Paul Essien. And report from Paul Essien. We are happy you are here. Okay, they just gave me his name. Representing the commissioner for, I just remembered something now. Ambassador just said the mom had poultry and they will just tie a red rope by the wings of the chicken. Farmers, don't eat that chicken. Oh. They don't swear for that chicken. Oh. So if you eat that chicken at your own peril. So ambassador is just, they don't eat it. Oh, or tomoko, everything. Don't just leave that chicken to go. Go and buy your chicken and rear your own. Anywhere you see the tie red rope on the wing, just let that chicken go. Please, because if you eat that chicken, it will be too bad though. It's better you eat. Please don't eat it. I want to invite Pastor Oshilalu, representing the Commissioner for Agriculture in our host state, in the person of Honorable Owotomo. Sir, your word, sir. Pastor Oshilalu, a round of applause for him. He's the Director of Livestock Services. Why we invite people like him to come here is to go back to the government and tell them what we want.
Great farmers, no farmer. Thank you very much. I bring greetings from my principal, the Honorable Commissioner of Agriculture and Food Security in Ogun State, Honorable Bolu Owotomo. And he asked me specifically to tell this gathering that His Excellency, the Governor of Ogun State, Prince Dapo Abiodun, is actually interested in this Nigerian Poultry Show. And that one of the things that is very, very paramount is the fact that back to back, this event has been hosted in Ogun State. And it looks like Ogun State has come to own this activity, which comes up every first week in November. And the statistics available to us has shown that this program started almost 2 decades ago. And at the very first gathering, practically there were just like a little over 200 participants, less than 20 exhibitors. And I think growing, like my brother said, out of the bamboo, out of the tents, and I think by last year, which we are still counting, we had close to 5,000 participants, if I'm not wrong, all right? And we have about 50 exhibitors crisscrossing Nigeria and in the international space. So it's something that is growing, and we are very sure that this year will even be greater, and next year also will be greater. And one take-home message that I've been asked to tell this gathering, particularly Nigerian Poultry Show, is this. I've been asked to tell you that the doors are opened at any particular point in time, that there are issues. We are not mindful of the fact that there are so many issues in the livestock sector state, and even at that doesn't mean that it's unsolvable. But one thing that can help is what the ambassador said earlier on. It's a work collaboration, because government can't do it all, PAN can't do it all, PANOI, every one of us can't do it all. But the best approach, even thank God we have a representative of the Federal Ministry of
livestock in our midst. It's about collaboration. And I've been asked to inform this gathering that the doors of Ogun State is always open for this collaboration. Anything that can be facilitated by the states, we are in. And from time to time, we are major stakeholder in what is happening. And because of this, anytime there is an invite, please invite us, because we are representing the government here, and at one point in time we will do the needful. So on this note, I welcome every one of us one more time to this show, and we believe that next year will be greater. All our exhibitors, far and near, you are most welcome as well. So we are looking forward to hearing from you very soon on the next line of action. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. All the way from Kano State, FCT, we have in our midst the National Treasurer, Poultry Association of Nigeria, in the person of Alhaji Mutala Awal Safi in the hall, Sandezwa. And also in our midst, the Chairman Katsina State Poultry Association, Umar Yaya Abdullahi Sandezwa. And also our sister organization, Feed Millers Association, being representing Dr. Ayola Odunto, Ms. Ronke Titinoyi, to quickly come and give a good message.
Good afternoon, everyone. Great farmers. Great farmers. Yes, my name is Ronke Titinoyi, and I'm here representing Dr. Ayola Odunto, who is the president of the Feed Industry Practitioners Association of Nigeria, FIPAN. Is unavoidably absent. I know if he's present, he would love to be here, because the industry holds a very, very great place in his heart. I want to speak, standing on the existing protocol, I want to commend what everybody have said so far, starting from what the ambassador said, talking about the kind of collaboration that the industry needs, to what my able colleague, Mr. Folusho, said concerning the level of production that we have in Nigeria poultry sector today. You see, for poultry production to progress, we need good feed, right? And that is where FIPAN stands in. FIPAN is a collaboration of everybody within the sector, from the feed millers to the farmers, not only the crop farmers, but not only the poultry farmers, but also the crop farmers. So we're doing our best to make sure that there is a synergy within this value chain, to make sure that there is quality feed and also sustainable cost to this feed as well. We've made so much effort in the past to bring everybody together, to make sure that we have a collaboration that works, so that we are progressing. And I remember one of the visits we made to the Honorable Minister for Livestock in Abuja. He was also telling us a relatable story about how the main competitor for livestock industry are the farmers who are not captured, within the big sector, the subsistence farmers, the backyard farmers. He said when he gets to the market with some of his own production, he will discover that these people are the one who are actually competing with him. So, Mr. Folusho, by the time we had these subsistence farmers who are backyard farmers like the grandmother of Ambassador, and my own mom as well, and my grandfather as well, by the time we had this number together, you're going to see that we are producing much more than what your record currently states. And FIPAN is doing what is best to make sure that this set of people are also captured in the kind of development and opportunity that's available in the poultry sector and the feed milling sector. So we hope that all that you have said are going to live to see the life of the day. And FIPAN, as an association, we are responsible and we are ready to work with the ambassador, to work with PAN, to work with everybody in the sector to make sure that we have good feed, quality feed, good pricing. So we've done some work also, and we are glad that we are part of our efforts contributes to the price we currently enjoy now in the feed industry. We see that last year maize, soya was not like this, but this year nobody could have predicted the price of maize and soya and the price of feed. So subtly, in our own way, we move things and then we work with people. We are very, very hopeful for collaboration, and we look forward to what we can do together. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, madam. The moment we have been waiting for. I want to call on Professor Jide Shogule, representing Professor Kehinde, the VC FUNAB, who is unavoidably absent. A round of applause for Professor Jide Shogule. Jide Shogule is an academician. FUNAB students, you are here. You don't clap for him at your own peril. If you like, we have seen all of you. If you like, clap for him. Okay, Emma Bimusion. You are welcome, sir.
Yes, standing on the existing protocol, Mr. Folusho Adams, my very good friend from PANLAG, Poultry Association of Nigeria, Lagos State Chapter. I was there last year also to represent our Vice Chancellor. So today again, my Vice Chancellor, the Vice Chancellor of the Federal University of Agriculture, Abeokuta, who is unavoidably absent, Professor Olushola Babatunde Kehinde, has directed that I represent him at this occasion. Of course, so many things have been said, and I believe the ambassador actually hit the nail on the head. We all know the poultry subsector. I need not begin to dwell on what are the poultry subsectors. The hatcheries, the breeder farms, all of them contribute to food security. But he mentioned one thing. For regional market, regional food security, he said in South Africa, there is what we call South African Development Commission. And presently in Nigeria, we have what we call Southwest Development Commission. I believe ECOWAS can also help to do something. Economic Community of West African States. They can help to do something by also establishing West Africa Development Commission. By that, the poultry industry in Nigeria and in West Africa sub-region can begin to trade. And this, coupled with what Mr. Folusho Alabi also said, we know that yes, so many of us have subsistence poultry at our backyard, but there is no document to actually say that this is the number of birds each one of us rear at our backyard. I believe we may need to begin to also take data from all these people, and that is where collaboration is also key. Most of us don't know that though we are in the academy, majority of us in the academy also have poultry. There is no year that I don't rear poultry. I have been in the poultry business for the past 23 years, and I still rear poultry, particularly that I am an animal scientist. And the major area of my research is poultry. So there is nothing we want to say about poultry that I will not be able to say. And that was why I told you when you said, but the Vice Chancellor needed to have written something to present. I said, there is nothing to fear about. If I want to begin to do the lecture, we may not live here until the next 3 hours. So let me just say that there are several opportunities in the poultry industry, and as well there are several challenges in the poultry industry. But for us to move forward, we must focus on the opportunities. And like I said earlier, there is the need for government, ECOWAS, to establish what we call the West Africa Development Commission. With this, the poultry industry in Nigeria, in every West African sub-region, can key in. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Mr. Felicia. Thank you, sir.
Prof, that was too precise, sir. I thought it was going to be a 2-hour lecture, sir. I was already typing what you are saying so that I can send it to the appropriate quarters via our ambassador in the house. Quickly, want to recognize few of our sponsors in the person of Agri Grand Merit, Kremin, USSEC, USSEC, Olam, CHI, Innovat, CF Feed, Amobin, provider Top Feeds, Hope Feeds. We thank you all for coming. Soon, I want to invite the LOC chairman to call on all these LOC members and other chairmen that are here. Go on. The LOC chairman has just given me permission that every organizing member of this great program should just step outside the hall for all to see. Before I hand over the mic to the LOC. And the Eco Bank also, they are also here. I want to say something here. A lot of people have called me to ask, are we saying something about tax? The new tax coming next year. And I said there is a syndicate section where all this will be addressed. And I'm happy these are coming up because farmers are also citizens of this great country and they want to pay their tax and they want to do the needful. Despite their tax schedule and less gain, they want to pay their tax. So we've noted that because about 2-3 people have told me about tax in here. Are farmers going to pay tax? How much are they going to collect from us? So all this we must know. And somebody just said to me, the name of my company does not bear farm or agro or anything identifying him or her or the company as an agri company. What happens? So there will be an expert to deal with all this topic we are talking about. I want to call on the LOC chairman, Dr. Odusi. I hand over to you.
Great farmer. Thank you, Mr. Folusho, for the good work you have been doing, even though there are many adjustments. But it's okay, it's permissible. Although some people have said that they're going to sack you because you have been taxing too much. But it's okay. All those are just to make it more interesting. So, just a picture. LOC, please come. And we just want to take a picture with the dignitaries here. Please, let me have the pleasure of the dignitaries, in the front, just for a picture session, because we are winding down. The ambassador, sir, please, or you feel we should hold it here? No, they can stay down. Okay, so it's all right. So let the dignitaries, I was thinking the dignitaries should be upper, but it's okay. So let's just have it. Dr. Appa. Professor Appa. Sorry. So let's just take a quick one. Where am I standing? Let me stand there beside my chairman. Please. Some can still go down. Yeah. If you are not tall enough, just join the queue down. We only want So while we are preparing for this picture, let me say that today from 3 p.m. we're going to have some lectures which I will announce now. But as we end up from here, we'll move to the opening to the exhibition hall. There shall be cutting of tapes there. So the protocol is that after this picture, there will be some announcements, and in the course of that announcement, our meal should be served. And I believe that the people in charge will have been positioning themselves now. And so after the picture, we have our, the food that has been prepared. Then we take some announcements. So please let everybody sit down to collect so that it will be easy to administer the food. Thank you. So let's have the picture. What should we say? NPS 2025. Thumbs up. Please, I want, please join us. I like your attire. Yes, please join us because of your attire. Yes, that's the face of pan. Quickly. The attire is very unique. G1. They are not. So please join us. Thank you. Let Adeolu go up. Let Adewale. Okay. So NPS 2025. NPS 2025. Your thumbs up. Thank you. Let's clap for the organizers. Thank you. So some brief announcement before we go. So like I've said, today CHI is doing their own product presentation. BSF Nutrition is doing their own product presentation. New Hope Agri Tech is doing their product presentation today. CF Feed Nigeria is doing their product presentation today, and it will start from 3 p.m. But right now we will have the ambassador declare the exhibition hall open with the cutting of the tape.
My name is Agumbi Isaka. I'm head of Agri for EcoBank Nigeria. I also cover poultry for 37 affiliates of EcoBank we have in the world. It's a great pleasure to be here this afternoon. And because of all of us are in hurry, we just want to tell you that EcoBank is a bank to be, especially for poultry farmer. We have a product that covers the entire ecosystem of poultry, for those people that are into commodity supply, be it soya beans, maize, or you are a feed miller, or you are a input supplier, be it vaccine, be it chicks, or your company is a feed miller. We have a product for you. If you are also a farmer, either a broiler farmer or a layer, we have a product for you. And we also have a product for those people that are into processing of the chicks. We are dealing with you, and also any company, any entire ecosystem of poultry, we have a product that can service you well. We hope we are around after this event. You can collect our card so that we discuss further. We have a lot of banking products at a very competitive pricing. So that after this meeting, just engage with us. We want to deal with you because we want to partner with poultry. And we have presence virtually everywhere in Nigeria and also everywhere in Africa. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. So we thank everybody. Let me invite the PAN secretary to come and give us vote of thanks, before we leave here. So the the Nigerian Poultry Show, the PAN Southwest Secretary to come and give us the vote of thanks. Let's clap for him as he come up here. Thank you.
Great farmers, great farmers. So sincerely, we want to appreciate everyone, especially those that come from far places, from Lagos, from Ondo, from Ekiti, then from Osun, Oyo, and here the chief host state. So we appreciate your coming, we appreciate your sacrifice and even your time, and we want to appreciate all our sponsors and all the exhibitors and everyone that collaborated with us to make this program a success even this year 2025. So we appreciate you all, we thank you all, and we also please encourage you to patronize and visit all our exhibitors stand and make sure we have a good day with them business wise. The Lord bless us. Great farmers. At the same time, I want to appreciate my dear national president, Poultry Association of Nigeria, all the way from Abuja, and at the same time our DG, the Director General of Poultry Association of Nigeria, all the way from Abuja. So you are welcome, and every state of Poultry Association of Nigeria that's represented here. So we appreciate every one of you and all the dignitaries. Thank you and well done. Great farmers.
Thank you. What can I say again but to just say thank you. So thank you for all of us. Thank you for your patience. And I believe that we're going to move from here as you collect your own meal. Just you are free to begin to go. So we will not declare it. Well, they are wanting that we should sit down, but so okay. I learned that we need to just have a little patience so that all of us, the program is that all of us will just move en masse to go and declare, to go and cut the tape so that we can enter the hall together and begin business and connections, at the exhibition hall. Let me just say that we also appreciate us. We were the LOC, we were at a dilemma whether to pick the second marquee or not. But we took a step of faith by going ahead. But to our surprise, much more people have subscribed more than even the second marquee. As we are sitting here today, some people are still holding their check that they want boots, and invariably, they could not. I need to tell all our exhibitors that for the printers to be able to do a good job, with minimum amount, all adverts closes 2 weeks ago, but you still find some their advert did not come in 1 week before, 4 days before, 3 days before. In fact, the last Saturday was when some adverts went in. It's number one, it cost us more, to make production, and so we are pleading with all our exhibitors. Our time is always the first week in every November. Every first Tuesday in November, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So for next year, all things being equal, ceteris paribus, just make sure that you block out, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next year. The first Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You already know that is our time. And then prepare for it ahead. We will also come to you on time so that a month before, we need to have known, have our floor plan, who will be where, who will not be. We are not able to plan well. We want to accommodate everybody, and that's a challenge. People are coming, a little bit late. So please help us so that we'll be able to, to come out well to represent you very well next year, God will be on our side. So thank you. Somebody also asked, are we going to talk about the tariffs and the taxes that the federal government, are talking about? So sometimes next week, sorry, I said next week, next tomorrow, let me check the date, where some experts are going to be talking about taxes and what should we do? Yes. And what should we do to prepare for, all that the federal government is talking about taxes, because it will affect us. So we need to know what preparation we need to make and how exactly should we approach it. So the tax people, the bankers, they're going to be talking to us in one of the syndicate sessions. And so please look through tomorrow, 12:30 hours, current Nigerian tax law, implications to Nigerian poultry farmers. Implications of the current Nigerian tax law to Nigerian poultry farmers. These are some of the sessions that we should watch out for in the syndicate session, and many other things, that will benefit us. So please, let's brace up ourselves, as this year Nigerian Poultry Show is loaded. The exhibition is there. Take advantage, of negotiation and then collaboration, and not even to purchase. I saw a particular company that brought a whole 5-ton truck of load. Oh, I said, I thought this is just for linking up, but some people have come here to really make sales. How I wish my friend Agrobama Jen will also bring the chicks and bring up. So that is just it. And enjoy all the moments, that has been provided, and both the exhibition, but much more the syndicate sessions. Very educating. If you're a young farmer or if you're practicing farmers, there are things that you need to know so that you can position yourself and reduce losses and increase your profitability. So so that people can also know you. So we need to take advantage of the syndicate session very, very well. So let me, for the third time, thank you for believing in us, because if you don't believe in us, you will not come. For leaving the comfort of your home and your farm, and then for coming for this year Nigerian Poultry Show. So God will continue to help us to be able to position. I want to say that as we are growing, God have helped us, and we already have our own land. Nigerian Poultry Show, we already have a little, about 5 acres of land, and looking at what we have here, a platform and a marquee. So we are trusting to call some of the key players in the industry so that we can start something on that land. And I haven't gone to Europe, gone to US. You see how things are displayed there. So we can also replicate some of those things here. And if I bring us to speed, the pioneer or the brain behind Nigerian Poultry Show, our late Dr. Olatunde Agbato, who started Nigerian Poultry Show. It was not Nigerian Poultry Show. It was Panog International Poultry Exhibition. We call it PIPE. In US it is IPPE. So when he went to US, he saw IPPE. So he came here, he said Panog International Poultry Exhibition. And like Mr. Folusho have mentioned, we were using palm frond and bamboo stick at Cultural Center. So he was a visionary leader, and thank God that even before he died, he saw a little of this. And I'm happy that it's like a prophecy that he mentioned, that Panog International, despite the fact that we were in palm frond, but today we are under floodlights, and then kitchen and very good, comfortable environment. So you can clap. You know, so we are still not there. We're not yet there at all. Like he said, we are 1.0. You know, when you use some turbo engine, you can go to 3.7. So, but he said we're still going to we can move to 2.0, and I am already seeing us going to 3.7 turbo. So, and I believe that we'll get there very soon by the grace of God. So, we're actually moving, even though at a snail speed, but I can assure you that we're moving and we're consolidating, and we are not losing ground. Actually, we're not moving back, but our movements might be very, very tiny, but we're actually moving. Like last year, we had a little over 100 exhibitors. A little over 100, because that main hall can take about 113. So, but today, we have added another 26. So today, we have a little less than 150 exhibitors. So we have almost double what we did last year. So, and we hope that subsequently, we will be increasing more and more. And as time goes on, we will leave arithmetic growth with the help of our ambassador. All that you have said, sir, I'm going to tie my shirt to your agbada, or I will even jump inside your agbada so that we'll be ruminating together. No, sincerely, knowledge is power. And well, the book that I believe, the Bible said, my people perish for lack of knowledge. You have brought knowledge here. Information about the opportunities that are existing, you know, in our backyard that we are not harnessing. So sincerely, Reverend Oluleye, we are going to have a session. We are cooking up a session so that all the deliverables, all the possibilities, can we begin something about it even from here? So those are some of the things that we try to do, and with the hindsight of some professionals and people that have been in the industry, I believe that we could be able to craft something major from this meeting. Thank you. I don't want to hold you for too long, and I believe that everybody have taken their souvenir. Okay, if you have not taken it, just sit down. But for those of us that have taken, we need to now leave so that we go and do the opening, because we have some other sessions and some people need to go back to their offices for work. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So God bless you as we meet next year. So let's go to the exhibition hall for the opening. Thank you.
Great nation. To the glory of God, we are here today, the 4th of November 2025, to declare open the 2025 Nigeria Poultry Show here in the southwest, in the state, and in the city of America. God who has helped you in the past will help you more. Amen. And we know that you are going higher. So it's a great pleasure for me, Ambassador Akinremi Alade Eniola Bolaji, hereby declare the 2025 Nigeria Poultry Show open in the name of God the Father, Amen. And of the Son, Amen. And of the Holy Ghost. Amen. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is lovely. Round of applause. Somebody described it this way: there's no training of its time on the Nigerian landscape. We train entry to mid-level professionals within the poultry, the aquaculture and feed sector level. And basically what is the first level, what we call the entrance level, is the self-paced hybrid. We call it base. We are done with that. We will see you at the back end. Bring you in. In most cases, we do this training at the IIT in Ibadan. Oh, great. IIT Ibadan. All right, well, thank you so much, yes. Dr. Michael. Thank you. Certainly, you'll be part of the collaboration and the engagement. That's right. That we are going to now have to model and remodel. That's right. By that training has helped, but
let's take this one. We can turn so that we can reflect
the... 10 years now. Helping farmers, assisting farmers in various ways. Our major point of focus is on food safety, and that's what you see. Putting a whole trust on the farmers. In the sense that the farmers are supposed to be giving us wholesome nutrition, safe food, safe protein. So now we as a company, we encourage farmers to help them when they are producing to tackle microbia, to tackle mold, to tackle mycotoxins. Those are the things that make the feed not to be wholesome. So that's what we do.
Kenny, because your name is Southwest. Kevin. So Kevin Nigeria. All right, thank you. You see, your sector is so important because we have often emphasized food security rather than food safety. So, but the two now has to go together. So it is not as beneficial to have large quantum of food that does not benefit the body. That is junk.
Exactly.
So you don't want Nigeria to produce junk.
Exactly.
We thank you so much for it.
Thank you very much.
And you will be in the next partnership that we are going to. No, let's. Thank you so much. I think you have a good heritage, and the news that is going on. So You don't have to say much. All I will say is that we have to be careful that this does not go to children. Because these are for animals, right? Because it looks like you got milk. It looks to be so you have to also be careful that I don't know because you don't want the children to go too far. Which has been a pioneer in this industry and also in the subsector, particularly the Nigeria Poultry Show. I'm glad that you're keeping up that area. You also will pass it to your children, and from your children to your children's children, and it will continue. So we will also continue to partner with you and make sure that in the new collaboration you feature very prominently. We are still back. Thank you, sir.
Okay, so naturally, you need every part of the animal to feed it. And that's why Yoruba will say, because you need every part. For poultry, you need their feather to feed them. That's why you have.
If I may help you, it says something about that. The feather.
That's where you have the feather meat and so on and so forth. So you need every part of the animal. That's why you need to
replicate. So why I said I knew this, but I wanted you to come on one thing.
Okay.
That in poultry, nothing is wasted.
Exactly.
So thank you so much.
The major additives we use in poultry feeds. So what's the name of the that when you kill your chicken for Christmas, don't throw away the feather.
Exactly.
And the blood. If you are collecting some.
If you can do the advocacy for that, you will be surprised. The volume of feathers, scales, blood that will be gathered at Christmas. And if you have a bank for that, your business boom.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sir.
Recently, most of the 10 years ago, we started with
not to micromanage this show. Yes. This show deserves series on NTA a week before. This kind of company should feature on Good Morning Nigeria. You know, so you see, I have the PR person.
Hello, who is there?
Thank you, sir.
We do that. Well, this man is one of our people that's in charge, Mr. Dan. So we do catfish, we raise table size catfish too. So besides that, we have franchise agreement with a lot of top companies in the world. Peterson, which is the #1 hatch incubator in the world, with English genetics. Most of them they are in Europe. Then we have equipment, that's a big Dutchman in Germany. So we have franchise agreement for all these products. So when it comes to anything that has to do with poultry, we have all the solution.
Well, thank you, your reputation has gone ahead of you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
And we want to commend you. Keep up the good job. Yes, the fact that you are the only surviving out of 5. We're very proud of you.
Thank you, sir.
And we know that you are also going to scale up. But I'm intrigued that you are combining with fish.
Yeah. Okay.
These are two different potential
items.
But most farmers.
Most farmers does that, sir.
Most farmers.
They have poultry, they have fisheries.
They make
integrated farm.
They even have cattle. Yeah, because I wanted to ask that. Because
some people have cattle.
In all the hatcheries, the same time.
They have refused to give me cattle.
Keep up the good job. Thank you, sir. God bless you. All right. Mr. You know, I was Reverend has just betrayed what I was trying to say there. That these are supposed to be competitors. Yeah. Yes, now. It's likely to be fish or chicken. They'll say fish first, then they'll say chicken. Everybody believes that fish is of higher.
But no. In protein, chicken is of higher protein.
It's believed.
No. From research, you know, egg and chicken, they have higher protein, has lesser. You understand?
Fish protein.
I mean, fish has lesser.
No, thank you so much. So let's go there and take photograph.
New life. Okay.
New hope, I think. Yeah.
New life.
New life.
New life. Okay. Thank you.
Hello, come.
It's for aqua.
This is for fish. We have this dead fish.
Yes.
Oh, that's chicken now.
Like a big customer.
Your name is quite interesting.
My name is Jacob.
I mean the new hope.
Yes, sir.
But more than anything, that you can combine fish and chicken. I commend you. You are doing a good job.
Thank you,
right? So we shall move from this. We shall make sure that
Thank you.
the quality that we want to export. Yeah, like that. So expect us in your farm. Oh, okay, sir.
So,
you say
Agri bar.
Agro. Yeah.
The name Agro bar market in Hebrew. So market means protected. So protected seed. That is the meaning of in our own language. Yes.
Providing this explanation.
Thank you, sir.
Because we have been looking forward to pulling down our throats.
You are welcome, sir. So that is so it's a big market in Nigeria, but we believe in quality. We stand for quality. So we understand better the technology involved in premix production, and that's what makes the difference.
So what percentage of the market do you have?
We have about 40% of the market share.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, you are doing well.
Thank you, sir.
That's a good one. Good job.
Yes.
All right.
Let's continue.
Okay, you're welcome to Apple MPO stall. We are pioneers of A1 soya. Basically, we are into extraction of soya oil, and we are into animal feeds as well. Currently, we have almost 21 products in there as well. So we, right from concentrates, we are producing up to pellets all. So we started our journey 5 years back in 2020, I think 20. We started when we started touching Nigeria in poultry segment. We currently trying to make our footprints in this market, because this poultry industry is very big and it's very promising. That's where we are looking to help this industry by bringing the best quality of feed at the the economical lowest price available for the farmers of this industry. We are based out of Shagamu the interchange.
outlets in other part of Nigeria?
Yes, we do distribute up to Kano. But
to transport all of this?
yes, but we do, because our logistics is that good, so that we can reach from Lagos directly up to Kano or maybe Abuja, wherever is possible, which is very good.
It's going to work.
Because
so, how many Nigerians do you employ?
Come again, please.
Close to 700. How much?
Close to 700 people.
Close to 700,000.
Working? Yeah. 700, yeah.
What's your projection for the next 5 years? You've done 5 years now, you're on 700.
Indirect in terms of people that do other
sports. And still do projection for both.
We take it to 2,100 in next 5 years. That's what we are thinking. Thanks.
That is what. That's what I'm saying from here.
Yes.
Now, please start from. Let's take.
Can we take photograph here? Sure, definitely.
Thank you.
BSF Nutrition. Okay. Yeah, so this is BSF Nutrition. So BSF Nutrition is best solution for feed. So we have partners. Our partner is Bregan, which is a picture you are seeing here, Bregrowth. Okay. So Bregan is from Netherlands. So they are the so Wikinia are the producers of. If you look down there, you will see Bisenkinia on the product there. Bregan is from Netherlands. So we combine. So what we do basically is we sell feed additives and we also sell essential amino acids like lice.
You have a very sensible partnership already.
Yes, sir.
And how long have you been around?
We're getting to like 4 years now.
You've done 4 years?
Yes, sir.
You have a lot ahead of you.
Yes, sir.
God will help you.
Amen, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
So we'll take photographs again.
And the products we have for this particular side are fish food, poultry feed, and then poultry chips. We have different SKUs under these three categories. And then we also expand it to other things like oil.
Well, we know Olam, so let's take a look at Guys.
Grand Series Limited is a subsidiary of USSEC of Nigeria PLC.
Oh.
For the production of animal feed.
Then I'm in my company.
Yes,
I'm a shareholder.
Okay.
Wow.
It's a great pleasure to have you here. We produce poultry feed, fish feed, and we're the first producer of protein feed.
Okay.
We are here to market champion. So you're welcome to our stand.
Where is my stand?
Thank you.
It's also my stand. I'm happy that I'm ending up here. Ambassador, we are not ending up here. We're here. We'll come here. We are not ending up here. We're here. Well done, sir. Welcome to St. Michael Show. We're not good, sir. So you're welcome to St. Michael production of our poultry feed. We know that we're a new company, but we're here to serve the farmers, especially the farmers in the south of Nigeria. We are actually known for our quality and our best prices. And the speed to service again is something that we have to do. So yeah, welcome to that one. We know for certainty, being our daddy in the industry, we are going to be at the celebration of that. And we are going to buy our product and that's a good market. Thank you very much. This guy is getting me a new job. I think we are taking our pictures here. My team members, please come and join us. Okay, come this way so that a lot of job has been done here. Indeed,
they've been on for 16 years. This is my first experience, and it's a wonderful experience. When I spoke in the hall, we were talking what we can call theory. But now I've gone around, and for the past 2 hours, we have been doing inspection into the exhibition. This is incredible. Nigeria, you are blessed. And Nigerians need to know this. All of this is happening only in Ogun State, Southwest Nigeria. And there is room to have it at a federal level. So my first observation is, let us describe this clearly. If it is a Southwest event, then we need to make it so. We need to involve the Southwest Development Commission, which has been created by the federal government to coordinate development and growth in the Southwest. The essence of creating the Southwest Development Commission is to bring development to the grassroots by the federal government. And so it's a federal institution. Secondly, since the national president of Poultry Association of Nigeria is here, it means we can have a national event. It can be hosted any part of the country, but it's going to have a national program whereby we will give room to all parts of Nigeria. And poultry is raised or reared in all parts of Nigeria. So we should have no problem having a national poultry show. But I must commend Chief Olusegun Obasanjo, our former president and head of state, for giving this kind of edifice, which has hosted this kind of event. We have not seen much of the presence of the government of Ogun State here, just as we have not seen much of the presence of all other states in the Southwest. But we have come from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, that's my ministry, and we were invited with the idea of bringing collaboration. And so we already told them that we will put at their disposal our mission in 114 locations, and they must be ready to work along with us. It's going to make them to stand on their toes, because this type of job is not what you sit in your farm and you expect international cooperation to come your way. They're already getting some, but we told them that they should do some peer review, and see how they can beat record of other countries that are doing well in poultry. Morocco, for example, South Africa, for example. More than anything, we have a desire for the foreign ministry to help the poultry farm in Nigeria to launch into the West Africa. And we gave example of SADC. SADC is similar to ECOWAS. So if South Africa is leveraging on SADC to increase its own production and its own poultry meat, why not Nigeria? Okay, we are not just big brother for nothing. So we have a lot of exhibitors here today, and the products are quite interesting. We have seen that these are employing Nigerians, but we have charged them to also employ more Nigerians. All right. What I also observe here is we need to open this place up for more people to come and look at the products here. Maybe we will need a more open access place next time. But even here is good, because here you have hotel, the resort for accommodation, you have the hall for the lecture, you use the theater there, and then we have the exhibition center here, which make it comprehensive and So what we need now is for us to have interministerial meeting, whereby the relevant MDAs in Nigeria to this subsector poultry will come together
And the foreign ministry is ready to play a role here, because it is when we harmonize domestically that we can launch out to the outside world. So they desire to collaborate with other countries, China, India, Netherlands, USA. And I must commend US Soya. They are doing a great job in training. But we need to have purposeful training. We need to ask what has been the outcome of the training in the past and how can we do it differently. All of these have to match up to the purpose, to the goals that we have set. So our goal now is to double whatever we are producing now in Nigeria. All right? Even the supporting industry for the poultry, those who are into equipment, those who are into fields, those who are into all kinds of services for the poultry. We need to work collaboratively. We need to be united, because this is important to our survival. Poultry is not just about food. We've been talking about food security, but today we learn about food safety. Food safety is different from food security, because if you just eat junks, you will have stunted growth. But if you are able to take food that are nourishing, then that is food safety. It's useful for your system. And I thank the organizers of this event. I thank the president of the Nigeria Poultry Association, Echik. And I thank the chairman of the Southwest, Reverend Gideon Olule. I thank the local organizing committee chair, Dr. But I actually got in contact with the poultry through a friend and alumnus of my old school, the Community Grammar School, Mr. Taufik Ajistua, on a different reason brought me to this. But you see what has come from that kind of collaboration. We need to collaborate more. I told them that the media publicity for this was very poor, because they have a lot to offer, but they didn't plan it. Good Morning Nigeria should have been taking this since Monday, since last week Monday, and I hope what they missed in the pre-event, they will do it in the post-event, so that the next one will be far better than this. But more than anything, Ministry of Foreign Affairs will be a partner, and I offer myself as an ambassador of poultry, because my 3 generations have been doing poultry, right? From my grandmother to my father's generation, and to even my own generation. And I know my own children too, so 4 generations are already into poultry, and it's a family business for us. Thank you so much. God bless.
Thank you very much.